Hello, good morning. Welcome to week 6, and today is Wednesday. So today we're going to be working on a new page of our handout. Wow, time is really going by really fast, boys and girls. I'm so glad we've made it this far. It's been 6 weeks of distance learning. Wow, this is something we've never done before, but good job to every single one of you. Every single one of you is doing an amazing job keeping up with your work or your classes, texting me, emailing me whenever you need help. Well, you don't email me, but you send me a message through Teams. So thank you. You guys are doing amazing. Your parents who are helping you or they're working, they're doing a fantastic job making sure that you're here every day, that you're doing your work. And if you need anything, please let me know, because remember, I don't know if you are struggling. I can't see you. So I think you understand, but you might not. Remember, if I'm going too fast, pause the video and then replay it whenever you're ready. All right, and reach out to me. All right, so let's go ahead and start with today's lesson. So let's go. All right. Okay, so today we're going to be working on, so we finished our Tuesday's lesson, we're on Wednesday. So today we're going to be working on the dishonest merchant, which is on page 73. And we're going to be also doing, after you've annotated, you should be doing questions 1 through 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and read today's objectives. So today we're going to be working with theme. Our objective is students will be able to identify the theme of the selection. So what are we going to do? We're going to identify the theme, the message, the lesson, or the moral. Remember, all these are synonym for theme. They all mean the exact same thing. And we're also going to ask ourselves, what does the author want me to know? And then how are we going to do that? We're going to annotate the selection, underline important information, and we're going to ask ourselves as you're reading, how does the author want me to feel as I read the selection? Okay, so remember, boys and girls, you could always come back to these key points of what and the how. This is going to tell us how we are going to identify today's objectives. So let's go ahead and go back. And let's start by always putting our genre here. And then it says the dishonest merchant. So dishonest means to not be truthful. So untruthful. And then a merchant could be someone that sells, right? And so I know this selection is going to be about someone who is dishonest, not true to what they say, what they do. And then it says a Romanian legend. Oh, boys and girls, they just gave me my genre. What is the genre of this? Is it literary or informational? It is literary. And I'm also going to put here, it is a legend. All right, so a legend is something that we know has been passed down. It's something maybe your grandma told you. I heard that when I was small, this would happen if you didn't go to sleep on time or if you didn't do your homework. Kind of like a legend. And it's retold, so that means it's been told again and again and again by David Roberts. So this is my author. All right, so I know that when I'm doing literary, I must think fast. So I'm going to label it here. Now, the next thing that I should do is look for any print or graphic features, like any underlined words, any bold print, any headings, illustrations, pictures, anything that you can find. So by looking at this, do we have any underlined words? We don't, right? Don't know italics. Flip it over. And as you keep going through it, did you find anything? Anything that stands out to you? No, right? All right. Now, the next thing that I should do, because it is literary, I should divide it by 3. BME. So we have how many paragraphs? 22 divided by 3 is around 7, right? So 1 through 7 is my beginning. 8 through 14 is my middle, and then the rest is my end. So it's okay that the end has 1 extra. It's fine. All right. So let's start. As I'm reading, you were tracking. Once upon a time, A prince known for his intolerance of dishonesty ruled in Romania. So I already know, once upon a time. Because remember, it's a legend. It was some time ago. Now they're talking about a prince, and he was intolerant to dishonesty. And Romania. So Romania is going to be my setting. So I'm going to do a little house here. Just a tiny one, just so that I know the setting. During his reign, a greedy merchant from another country traveled through the land. Okay, so during his time, a greedy merchant traveled through the land. All right, so I already know that this happened in Romania. It was once upon a time. A prince, he didn't like dishonest people. And a greedy merchant traveled through the land. So we could already start inferencing that the greedy merchant is going to travel through where? Through my setting, right? Romania. All right, paragraph 2. During one journey, the merchant lost a bag containing 1,000 Romanian coins called lei. Okay, so during his journey, the merchant lost, and he lost a bag. What did that bag have? Thousands of coins called lei. Each time the merchant came to a crossroad, he told everyone that he would give 100 lei to anyone who found the money. So what is he offering? He's offering a reward for anybody that finds his bag and returns it to him, right? So he told everyone that he would give 100 lei, remember those are the coins, to anyone who found the money. Not long afterward, a peasant found the bag. Oh, so a peasant is a person. So a person found the bag. He was an honest man, and he hastened to find the merchant. So he was honest. So if you don't know what hasten means, let's look at context clues. He was an honest man, and he hastened to find the merchant. So what did he do? He was on a journey to find the merchant. Remember, he's very honest. All right, paragraph 3. I found this bag behind the fish market at the crossroads near my home, the peasant said to the merchant. So here he's telling him the truth. So I'm going to put here, telling the truth. So we could already start inferencing that the greedy merchant was feeling how when he found his bag. He was excited, he was joyful, he was happy that he found it, right? Paragraph 4. The merchant trusted no one, so he went aside to count the money. So remember, he's very greedy. He doesn't trust anybody. The merchant trusted no one, so he went aside, and what did he do? When you don't trust somebody, you're like, I need to make sure that you're telling me the truth or you're giving me everything, and let me go count it. So that's what the merchant did. To his surprise, all of 1,000 coins were still in the bag. So boys and girls, the peasant was actually very honest, right? The whole money was there. So 1,000 coins were still in the bag. He was happy to have his money back, but he was also saddened by the thought of giving some of it away. This one's already telling me how he's feeling. Look what it says. He was happy to have his money back, but he was saddened the thought of giving it away. Remember, he said whoever finds it, what was he going to do? He was going to give him 100 lei or 100 coins. He wondered how he could get out of his promise and still appear to be fair. So boys and girls, is he keeping his promise to give 100 coins or lei? No, right? Look what he's doing. He's already wondering how he can get out of his promise and still appear to be fair. So he's trying to be sneaky. He's not very honest. Paragraph 5. At last, he went back to the peasant. I thank you for returning my money, he said. I noticed that you have already taken your reward, for there were only 900 coins in the bag. Oh, is he saying the truth? No, right? Remember, there was 1,000, and he said that whoever found it, he was going to give him 100. So look what he did at last. So he had some time to think to what he was going to do. Finally, he did this. Thank you for returning the money, but I noticed that you have already taken your reward. And then he gives them, and then he says, for there were only 900 coins in the bag. So what is he doing? He's giving him excuses. So I'm going to write that down. So how do you think the peasant who returned the money was being honest? How is he feeling right now? he's probably feeling very sad, right? He's feeling shocked because he knows that he didn't take this money. What is an action from the merchant? He's saying, you probably already took the money, right? He's saying, there was only 900 coins in the bag. All right, and paragraph 6. The peasant protested, but I didn't even open the bag before I gave it to you. So he protested. He's saying, oh, okay. He's saying, no, that's not true. So I'm going to put here, thinks it's not true. He's saying, hey, that's not true. I didn't even open the bag before I gave it to you. And look, he's exclaiming. He's yelling. He's saying, that's not true. Paragraph 7. The merchant ignored the peasant's words. I hope you enjoy your reward, he said. Thank you again and goodbye. He quickly departed. So what did the merchant do? What was an action he did? He left. He departed. So he left. And he says, I hope you enjoy your reward. Thank you again and goodbye. So he kind of just like pass him to the side, right? All right, let's go back. Let's see everything that we've underlined. So once upon a time, a prince, he was intolerant to dishonesty in Romania. That's my setting. And there was a greedy merchant who traveled through the land of Romania. We could already start making that connection. A merchant lost a bag with thousands of lei or coins. And he told everyone that he would give 100 lei to whoever found the money. And not too long, a peasant who was honest found the merchant. And he told him the truth. He says, hey, I found your coins. But the merchant trusted no one, so he went aside, he counted it, and there was 1,000 coins in the bag. He was happy, but he was also sad because he had to give some of it away. So he wondered how he can get out of that, and he promised what he had promised and to be fair. So at last he came up with a solution. He made excuses, and the peasant was protesting, saying that's not true. So boys and girls, what happened at the beginning that we can do is a hashtag here. So we can do hashtag dishonest merchant he didn't keep what? His promise, right? So he didn't keep his promise. Now that is very, very dishonest, right? You don't say, hey boys and girls, I'm going to do this for you. And then when you do it, I'm going to be like, let me see a way that I can get out. That's not very fair, right? Because you're expecting that if I told you something, you trust me, just like I trust you guys when you say, hey, Ms. Alvarado, I did this. I trust you. We should not be dishonest and say, I don't know if you did that. I think somebody helped you. We don't do that, right? All right, so we did the beginning together. Remember, we only underlined important information that helped me make my hashtag. I also gave little notes to myself. I thought fast. I know that the author is trying to tell me that once upon a time there was somebody who's dishonest and somebody who is honest. Now I need to keep reading the story in order to know what the theme is. Okay, so I want to go to number 2. So we're going to do number 2 together because remember, today you're doing 1 through 4. So we're going to do number 2 together. And it says, what can you infer about the prince based on the passage? What's a synonym for infer? Is to tell. So what can we tell about the prince based on the passage? So I know that my text says, so if I go back to paragraph 1, it says, once upon a time, a prince known for his intolerance of dishonesty ruled Romania. So I'm going to come back here and I can put it in my own words or you can copy that. So I'm going to put, he didn't like dishonest, and we can just put people. All right, let's go ahead and read our answers. I have my textual evidence. I have my question. I understand my question. And let's go to F. He does not trust poor people. So my synonym here, I'm sorry, not my synonym. My verb is trust. So because he doesn't like dishonest people, does it mean that he doesn't trust poor people? It doesn't have to do with poor people. It's not trusting dishonest people. So F is out. G. He ignores problems in his kingdoms. Ignores problems in the kingdom. So because he doesn't like dishonest people, is it that he ignores problems in his kingdom? Nope, it's not talking anything about ignoring the problems. H, he treats people unfairly. So my verb here is he treats people unfairly. So because he doesn't like dishonest people, does he treat them unfairly? And let's go to J. He does not like people who lie to him. He does not like. So because he doesn't like dishonest people, is it that he doesn't like people who lie to him? Yes. So my correct answer is J. So boys and girls, you should have textual evidence for every single one of them, except the ones that are like this. Remember, based on the sentence, so they gave you the sentence. This is your textual evidence, and you base it off of here. All right. Same thing with number 3. Which sentence from the passage best supports the moral of the passage? Supports. They gave you the sentences, so this is your textual evidence. Now you're trying to prove the moral. Remember, what is a synonym for moral? Theme, lesson, or message. You could also do LMMT. They're all the same. Number 1, which statement is the theme of this passage? So this one does want to know a sentence or, a sentence that would be a theme of the passage. So theme, LMMT. Lesson, message, moral, and theme. All right, so we did 2 together. Now you're going to do 1, 3, and 4 by yourself. All right, so that is the end of day 3. Remember to submit your questions through Teams on time every day. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye. Stay safe.